So some prominent tool reviewers like TX Tool Crib, I think his name is, are saying that the Gerber ArmBar doesn't have any retention or has no retention on its slip joint for the inner tools completely. Like there's no retention at all. They just open and close kind of like an old, like if you were to open a Open-L pocket knife and not lock it, and it's just the friction of the knife holding it in place. One thing that I didn't specify in my video, I said that it was a weak slip joint, but I should have played on it better, that, or worded it better, that there is actually retention and a slip there though. Like my particular version, my particular model does actually have retention. It's not as much as I would like, and for heavier torquing it does sort of want to give, but mine actually has slip joint retention, and it's further demonstrated whenever you close it. That's not me pushing on that to close. That's actually closing itself. And then also the middle tool, the awl, has a really strong retention. In fact, it's strong enough for me to say if this was a folding knife and the slip joint retention was, you know, in place of this awl, I would feel safe using that folding knife, because that's really, you can see I'm really, there you go, see it's finally broke, but that's a lot of retention there. And then the scissors are kind of along the same lines of the driver. So I think it's more of a QC issue thing based off of the spring tension from, and maybe how it meets up with the surface of these tools back here. Maybe the awl has, you know, perfect meet up or something and the driver doesn't. I don't know. All I do know is my particular model has retention, has slip joint retention, but I'm seeing these other reviewers completely just say there is no retention, and it's confused me because mine doesn't have that problem. There is retention, it's just not super strong. It's not as strong as I would like. It's not terrible and it's not unsafe, it's just annoying, particularly with heavier torquing, but you never really notice the slip joint issue with lighter tasks, of which this is designed for. In any case, outside of that, I've actually found a lot of use for this tool, particularly the butt end. We do a lot of canning here on the homestead, and I've been opening a lot of cans of fruits and vegetables lately after work. I'm trying to eat healthier, and I find that it works well with that, prying the lid off. And then I've been fixing some blade play with old traditional knives. What you do is you'd like hammer the pivot, generally with a mallet and a leather pad or something, but these are just sort of cheapy ones that, you know, had it, and you know, hammering it, it's actually tightened them up pretty good. So this hammer surface is actually coming in handy more than I thought it would. But outside of that, another thing I just want to bring up real quick, video formatting. My last video got some criticism due to the lack of area and needed to zoom out more. As you can see, I have sort of a jerry-rigged system going on currently. I am in the process of getting some filming gear and stuff. I was just doing this sort of as a joke. I started my YouTube channel sort of as a joke, and then seeing that actually people are genuinely interested in what I have to say, I was taken aback, and I was like, okay, I'll make this an official thing, I guess. Try to upload more regularly. So thank you for your criticisms. I am taking them to heart, but I am aware of them. I just wasn't treating YouTube as serious as I could, so I do plan on getting better. Like, you won't see this here. You will see like tripod equipment, better sound quality probably in the future, better lighting. In terms of background noise, it's very hard for me to do that because I live on a farm, so there's all kinds of animals everywhere, so there's always going to be some sort of noise in the background. But I do try my best, and I'm really happy that people seem to like what I'm doing. And I appreciate all the feedback, whether positive or negative. Our original review of this guy is almost up to 1,000 views, so thank you very much for that. It's almost beat out my Gerber fastball review, so that's really cool. But yeah, a lot of people were interested in this tool, and I just wanted to be, again, an opinion piece on that. A lot of people, maybe it's a first production run issue, were saying there was no slip joint retention on theirs at all. Which to me, I don't know, maybe it's just their version of saying it's not very much retention, but mine has retention. It's just not super strong. But like I said, this actually has retention, and in using it and closing it, like that little click you hear every time I close that, that is the tool slamming into the frame because it has some retention. So I don't know. Like I said, maybe it's just mine, but we'll see in the future. I still kind of like this tool a lot. Again, I find it really useful and it's well designed. Outside of that issue, I don't mind the pocket clip, or the absence of one, I should say, because I treat this as a Swiss Army knife. And so, like, I recommend it, particularly at the price that it is now. It's around $30 instead of $40, particularly on Blade HQ. But yeah, I definitely, would like to see some improvements in the future from Gerber. But anyway, thank you all for tuning in and listening to me babble about some random knife stuff. I'll see you all later. Bye.